Nathan can't genuinely believe I'm going to do it again. Rebecca, are you up for this? Yeah. Amazing! Right, please give it up to your opponent tonight. Rebecca!
Well, at least we know he treats everyone equally. He fills the room every time. And I feel like there's always something. I like consistency in life. Too. And to be consistent, I have to say, I do know what you're thinking. You're all wondering, is she Canadian or American? And so, I'm Canadian. You so keep the Commonwealth good. Yeah, no Americans allowed performing here, right? Only Australians, South Africans, Kiwis. I've been here over a decade, and during that time, many people have asked me, Rebecca, you're from such a beautiful country. What are you doing in this godforsaken shithole? I get it, because a lot of people want to move to Canada, they see it as utopia, and I just have to level with you. Anyone here want to move to Canada? Just out of curiosity, anyone? Okay. I'm glad the tides are turning, so now you guys can feel smug, because you've heard it from the horse's mouth that it is a great country, but it's the hot guy at the bar. You know, the one who's tall, broad shoulders, and says, "Hi, my name is Dave." Why are you laughing about that? But there is one thing that I toyed with while living in Britain, and I watched this happen, so I'm going to give it to you. How does a culture that avoids confrontation at all costs, how the fuck did you take over the world? Did you tut nations into submission? And I feel like the best example of this is the silent carriage on a coach, where everyone knows they're supposed to be quiet. Or should. And there's always someone on their phone, talking loudly, and no one tells them to shut the fuck up. Instead, there's looking in the direction of the noise. Some tutting, sighing, some shushing from a safe distance. And then, eventually, an amazing thing happens, and I feel like this is the pinnacle of British culture. The other passengers you've been sitting beside ignoring the whole time, they'll make eye contact with each other. And you'll silently agree, this is a twat. But I live in West London with my husband. We met the old-fashioned way, drunk in a pub. We have a cat named Wentworth, and anyone have any cats here who bring them rodents, dead rodents? Yeah. So ours has been mutilating them lately, like it's a mass grave on our doorstep. It's disgusting. But I think he was Jack the Ripper in a past life. But that would mean that the mice were whores. But we are also parents to two beautiful parasites. They're wonderful IVF experiments. And my husband and I do think if it wasn't for reproductive technology, we'd get a really good night's sleep. We have a 2.5-year-old who says, "Oh, buck a lot," because he can't pronounce F's. We are amazing parents. And my daughter's 6 months, and just so you know, it wasn't easy getting out here tonight, because I'm her favorite dummy. Yeah, no. Any current or former breastfeeders in the room? Yeah. Hard work? Yeah. Vampired on a daily basis. And to make it worse, she'll squirm and snarl for breast, latch onto my nipple, but then makes a look of pure disgust. It's like Gollum from Lord of the Rings became a food critic. No appreciation for this Canadian vintage. Nothing. And then she'll continue drinking, but then her face changes. and it looks like she's chasing the dragon. Like, she's sucking me dry for a high. But breastfeeding is more than just keeping them fed. It is a lifestyle. Just so you know, anyone who's aspirational about this, it changes your routine, everything. Because there's nipple accessories. You can join a support group. And you get to shower their dad with breast milk during foreplay. And he likes it. I did have one guy yell out, "He likes it because he's getting some." And then I realized, kinks, they come from necessity. No, but if we do have a third, and it's that weird time where you're like, is this our last one? We have 2 more embryos, maybe. And I do have the perfect name for the next one. So I speak French with my kids, and if we had a third, I would call him Ronan, because, well, a girl could go with Ronan too, so pretty much the kid is stuck with this name because it is the best name ever. And so Ronan is Little Seal in Irish, which means in the playground, I could be yelling, "Pretty fuck!" But when I am in the playground and I see a couple who have 3 kids and they're really chill, oh boy, I know they're minted. Because I can afford a house, childcare, and a drug habit. Maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's ketamine. Like, the only drug I can afford is coffee. And actually, last week, I'll tell you a little story. I was at a coffee shop with my baby, a nappy bag, and the will to survive. Sat down with my cappuccino. It's that point where you're just like, just need to get through today. And I hear "Ooh, what a cute baby!" That was a Northern Irish accent. And any Dairy Girl fans in the room? So it was Erin, the actress who played Erin from Dairy Girls. She's over there, and she's like, and I'm like, "Ooh, you're famous." And I'm flummoxed. I'm like, "Oh, you're from that show." Yeah, the look on her face was not great. And you know when you meet a celebrity, you really want them to like you? You're never meeting them again. But you're really like me? So I thought, what could I offer her? And I realized, hey, do you want to hold my baby? And actually, before I could finish my sentence, she scooped her up. And that meant I was free. Like, I sip my coffee in peace. I ordered a croissant. And I was like, oh, this is what ketamine must feel like. But then I realized I was going to be late for an appointment, so I had to say, "Hey, thanks for holding my baby. I'll take her now." Silence. "No, really. Thank you so much. I have to go." She's blanking me. She's staring at my baby. And as I said, I've lived in the UK a long time, but I know a failure to respond is a British no. So now I follow my baby on Instagram. But since I still have a son at home, and it is helpful that I feel like having a boy, I now understand why men are so obsessed with their penises. Yeah, and then like, guys, and just so you know, you emerge from the womb holding a stiffy. Your hydraulics are intact down there. Like, they warn you about little baby boys when you're changing their nappy. They're gonna cover the penis, keep it warm. No. There was a mini erection staring back at you. What are you supposed to do with that? Like, and my son, because he's 2 now, the favorite position for his penis is in the waistband of his trousers. Weeing everywhere. So I'm on tip surveillance. Professional headhunter. Constantly cock blocking. And the thing is, he thinks everyone has a penis. So I was in the bath last week and he burst through the door. He's like, "Mommy, penis gone!" And I was like, "Oh, well, yeah, honey, Jeffrey Dahmer took it." The topic of serial killers, I know it's come up a few times tonight. I think it's something we should think of, and with the True Crime podcast, I have thought there's a lot of commonality between serial killers and Tory MPs. So we had Ted Bundy and Boris Johnson, right? Like, Both, they lull their victims into a sense of security. But like the sorority house, the COVID parties were just sloppy. Though, I think Son of Sam can do something that Rishi Sunak can never achieve. He hits his targets. We had Robert Picton fed prostitutes to his pigs, and David Cameron fed one his manhood. But Suella Braverman, she has a very key serial killer trait. Her victims look like her. And with that, I will leave you with my one IVF regret. I will never have the pleasure of telling my kids their accidents. Is there everyone?